The COVID-19 impact, along with so many other social issues that came up during the height of the shutdown, has had a major impact on our artists. One, they weren't able to do their work. The shutdown in regards to the arts and culture venues, so the entire sector was impacted because we were just all unsafe. And so as the pandemic moved forward, and we saw other social issues, particularly the murder of George Floyd, I think many of our artists who live in neighborhoods where they feel unsafe because of police or other issues, health inequities, all of these, for those particular artists, it was even heightened.
In an effort to get artists back to work during unprecedented times, the state agency California Arts Council launched its Creative Core pilot program. It's allocating $60 million in state funds to support artists and nonprofits across 58 counties in a 3-year collaboration. Together, they'll design artistic projects that raise awareness about pressing issues like public health, environmental justice, and emergency preparedness. Creative Core is the first initiative of its kind in the U.S. created in response to inequities exacerbated by the pandemic. Its goal is to promote health equity in communities facing ongoing marginalization.
Since 2020, there is more education and emphasis and understanding of what it means to be under-resourced or underserved. So the fact that the California Arts Council, the state of California, Governor Newsom, are investing millions of dollars into these priorities it alone demonstrates the commitment to begin exploring how equity can be a top of a conversation through arts.
Jonathan Mosconi, the executive director of the California Arts Council, says promoting an equitable recovery is at the heart of the program. To achieve this, they turn to the California Healthy Places Index, known as HPI.
We have so many limitations in government around how we can identify communities that have been marginalized, that have been structurally disinvested in, intentionally so. We have very strong limitations. The HPI unlocks those limitations. So if you want to have a specific outcome, it is one of the best tools, the only tool I've experienced in the last couple of years to provide that specificity and measurability. So most people need data to make the right decision. Often they're given the wrong data. This is a data tool that you can stand behind. You can get behind this data tool.
HPI is helping the program pinpoint communities in need of investment by offering data on community conditions linked to health outcomes and the relationship between race and location. Mosconi says artists and nonprofits chosen must prove their deep connections with communities in HPI Quartile 1, which indicates less healthy community conditions.
This is about putting the power in the people, because we're going to be investing through this program in artists who are from those communities, who work with communities. So you're going to create community investment from within, with creativity as a central factor. So we're going to see a change in community investment over years. And this is a pilot for that.
That allows us to get into the perspective of those impacted communities at a ground level. I think the Creative Core is that moment where we get to see from the community's eyes how COVID-19, how health inequities and environmental justice issues and social justice issues impacting their daily lives. And to then have that reflected through an art project.
Grisel de Suarez, the executive director of the Arts Council for Long Beach, feels Creative Core will help revitalize the arts workforce, promote healing, and increase civic engagement. Mosconi adding art projects will uplift creativity needed to address complex community issues and inspire systemic change.
for humans to receive information that is both data-driven, which may go to the brain, and story-driven and performative that goes to the heart. That applies to our legislators. So this was a wonderful way to pilot a program that was inspired by the WPA, how to put artists to work at a time of when most of them were out of work, and yet had all the assets and the tools to be able to delightfully raise public awareness.
It is absolutely a light. So many artists are excited about this program, and they are particularly interested in the way that we have reframed how artists help community. I think data will demonstrate engagement in these neighborhoods will be heightened.
Over the next 3 years, the California Arts Council will track Creative Core's impact using HPI, expecting gradual community improvements. Moscone now urging other agencies to use HPI for equitable investments, noting Creative Core as a pilot for using HPI to transform all future grant programs.
As a state entity, you are limited by how you can name the communities, but the Healthy Places Index gets right at that from a different way. So we're very much looking at this. We actually might make the kinds of changes that people are needing and seeing and wanting. Rebuilding trust entirely in government would be one of the great outcomes, the legacy I could see in this program.